Hi, my name is Hazel Jensen. Today we'll be talking about single-parent households. First slide, defining a single-parent household as a social problem. Single-parent households are a family structure where one adult is solely responsible for the daily care and financial support of one or more kids or individuals under the age of 18. This is considered a social problem because of the fact that they are more likely to face poverty and more stress than other families. There's only one parent providing the care of the family members. Therefore, they need the support of the government to help them through these challenges and the development of the child's life. There's around 23 to 25% of children living in a single-parent household. Causes of a single-parent household. 1, divorce. What is divorce? Basically, separation between two people, and this causes, and if they have children, this can cause legal custody, physical custody, joint custody, or sole custody. I will be talking about sole custody, which is when one parent has control of the child after the divorce has been gone through. The average divorce rate with children is around 40%. Causes of single-parent households continuing. Non-marital births, deaths of a spouse or partner, adoption or foster care, surrogacy, abandonment, military deployment, and incarceration. These are all the percentages I have right here. For example, divorce is 35, 5% is abandonment or loss, 5% is adoption or surrogacy, 11% is kind of everything else, and the 45% is the non-marital births. Impacts on parents and children. There's the financial challenges, increased stress, and educational outcomes and mental health. For these, I would like to say financial challenges. Single-parent households may struggle with the poverty and financial instability because of the one income. Not only with this, but single parents are trying to balance work along with responsibilities of parenting alone and affecting parental well-being and family relationships. Increased stress, obviously, like what I said before, parents are very stressed with all the things that they have to deal with, and not only that, but the kids can be more stressed out because they have to help their family and schoolwork and everything not coming out the greatest. Educational outcomes, like I just said, kids who are in single parent households do struggle with academics more than others because they don't have that support from both parents, and one of their parents are constantly busy. Mental health, kids struggle with the mental health because they don't have both parents, and parents can have more stress, depression, and emotional exhaustion because they just can't get it out because they are so stressed from working all the time. Impact on communities. There's social services have increased demand with this. Childcare needs are greater, and school support programs are needed. Social services have increased demand because single parents rely on programs that help with food assistance, housing supports, and healthcare financial aid. Childcare needs are greater because many single parents have to work one or more jobs just to keep up the income. So they need their child to be watched at a cheaper price, but they can't afford it because they're working so much. So they just need the assistance with that. School support programs, there is counseling, tutoring, and reduced lunches, which can also help children succeed in the educational programs. Impacts beyond the household. So globally, the U.S. has higher rates for children in single-parent homes in developed countries rather than the other nations. Economic impacts. Government and communities spend more money on the assistance and programs for child support and educational services to help the single-parent households. Poverty rates. Poverty rates are more likely to happen because of the fact that you are using one income to pay for one or more people in the house. Right here, right here we have a list or the percentages. So the United States, 23 to 25% of kids are in single parent homes. Canada, 15. India, 5. Nigeria, 4. China is at 1%. Case number 1, single mother balancing work and child care. Like we've talked about in the other slides, say a mother works full-time, raising 2 kids. She manages work schedules, childcare, paying off debt, transportation, and household responsibilities. That is a lot for one person to go under. She struggles with finances, having zero free time, and constantly feeling stuck. This is way more likely than what people actually understand, but in reality, we need to have programs to help support these people because they can't do it all on their own, even if they didn't get put in that situation, but they needed the support. Second case, child affected after divorce without siblings. Child lives primarily with one parent, so they go from having 2 parents to 1 parent, and in some cases that's good, but in this one I put it as not, because they are going to have to overcome these challenges with one parent and possibly move and adapt to the new changes of life. For this reason, I just talked about the for this reason, I will talk about the preventions and solutions. What can be done? Parenting support programs, child care assistance, educational resources, and employment assistance, also as well as counseling services. With all of this, affordable child care access, education, counseling support so that kids can graduate and get where they need to be because they do not have the support at home. Basic needs support with food and water and just all the things that they need. Current policies, they have child support. Basically what I just said, with their preventions and solutions, they have the child support, child care assistant programs, educational and family support system services, and financial assistance. Overall conclusion, key takeaways. Single parent households are a common family structure in the United States, like I've stated. There's separation of relationships between births on the outside of marriages is common cause for the growth, or divorces as well as that. Families in a single parent often face financial burdens and challenges and well-beings for the stability of their child. Support systems and programs can improve outcomes for children and parents. Discussion question. Do you think society as a whole does enough to support single-parent households? Why or why not? If not, what other systems can the government put in place to help?